Giants. Last season, 3-14, fourth in the division. Giants gonna giant. Redid their entire quarterback room, bringing in Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, along with drafting Jaxson Dart. They also brought in Jevon Holland, safety from Miami, Paulson Daboll, cornerback from New Orleans, and Roy Robertson Harris. Lost Isaiah Simmons, Darren Waller, Adoree Jackson, but they did have, I would say, a really good draft. They brought in Abdul Carter, Jaxson Dart, Bear Alexander, and then Cam Skattebo. Very nice things about him right now. They're saying they see some Christian McCaffrey in his game, which that's never a bad thing. So questions for this team. Who's the starting quarterback going to be? Can the O-line protect whoever that quarterback is going to be? And is there going to be enough explosiveness in the passing game?
I don't think too badly of these Giants. Obviously, I've been one to give Brian Daboll a few more chances than some people have. But when I look at this roster, obviously the offensive line, there is some questions. I think Andrew Thomas is injured again. But I do think they're going to trot out Russell Wilson as their starting quarterback.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
I do think Jaxson Dart is going to spend most of the year just learning. I think Russell is a good guy to learn from when it comes to schemes and things like that. So if Jaxson Dart is going to learn, I think he is going to do it in a room with Jameis and Russell, with Wilson taking the throne as the starter. That running back room, too, is kind of nice. Tracy, Devin Singletary, obviously some question marks there. And then Cam Skattebo. Right now, Cam is listed as third, but he has had moments where he's looked good. And that defense, man, kind of from top to bottom, from the trenches, you know, with Sexy Dexy, you got Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, and Thibodeau. That room seems a little crowded for me. Don't be surprised, man. I'm going to be a little high on them. I'm going to go 9-8. I think they win some games. I think, depending on how the NFC shakes out, they could be fighting for a wild card spot.
I'm high on them too. 8-9, 9-8, right in that 500, I think is right where they're going to be. You've got a capable adult at quarterback. I'll say what you want about Russell Wilson. Can still spin it. He's a quality veteran quarterback. That being said, I think all three of these quarterbacks make the roster. I think all three of these quarterbacks will play at some point during the season. I'm not in love with their corners. They're waiting on Cordell Flout to figure it out. He's battling some injury. I don't love their cornerback room. I would be more concerned about their corners than I would the O-line. And also, how soon before they trade Kayvon Thibodeau?
Wouldn't be shocked if he got traded before the season started. I think can't talk enough about this defense. I think it's going to be a really solid defense. Whether or not they keep Thibodeau or not, they are going to keep them in games. Having Russ in there with Daboll, so Daboll finally has a quarterback that he can trust. I think we're going to see a good season out of Russ. I don't think like his prime years in Seattle, but I think it's going to be better than what it was in Pittsburgh, where Arthur Smith didn't really let him cook, per se. I'm going to go 6-10, 7-9. I think it's definitely going to be a step in the right direction. The real question going into next season is whether or not Dart's going to be ready to take over as the starting quarterback.